TiggPolitics, man, and I'm back again to let you know that if you want to support the channel in any way, and if you want to find yourself making money, saving money, or building wealth in any way, contact me, support me through any link you find in the description. You decide. We finna get to the show. And this one is Dave Chappelle reveals why someone tried to kill Jamie Foxx. Now, I'm not sure if he go exactly explain it, like saying it word for like they did that, but he's gonna give insight on what entertainers, comedians, actors, just people in that world deal with. So here we go.
To the channel, I had seen that this video right here is going viral. It's titled Dave Chappelle reveals why someone tried to kill Jamie Foxx. Now, Dave Chappelle is a very well
Got a little quick commercial break, cause you know when you be not on your computer for a little while, it'll do that. But let's get back in it.
comedian. He's honestly one of the greatest, and he has come out multiple times talking against the industry in itself, talking against Netflix, talking about the crappy deals that they give out, and talking about like the wicked things that go on behind closed doors when it comes to the entertainment industry in Hollywood in a whole. So in this video, he's going to be revealing why someone tried to kill Jamie Foxx, which is crazy. Let's see what's going on.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Guys, Dave Chappelle has been trying to tell us for years that people don't just get medical emergencies in Hollywood, and that whatever is happening to Jamie Foxx may have been carefully planned and executed.
You know, when you're a guy that generates money, people have a vested interest in control.
When Jamie Foxx was first hospitalized, his daughter, Corinne Foxx, was the first to give an update on his condition. She didn't really share details of her father's state or what caused his health emergency, but she wrote, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." It was also reported that many tests were done to determine what caused the health scare, with one close source actually telling People magazine about his condition. "He's okay, thank God. He's still in the hospital and doctors are running tests, but he's awake and alert. They're keeping him under observation." Well, despite Corinne and the source saying that Jamie was on his way to recovery, it was reported that several of Jamie's family members flew in town to be with him, which could mean that the condition was probably more serious than what was reported. Actually, as much as they tried to keep things completely private, it was revealed that the police did in fact visit Jamie Foxx in the hospital, because Jamie himself had suggested before being hospitalized that somebody was trying to take his life. And we know that in Hollywood, medical emergencies like strokes and heart attacks are things that can easily be achieved, right?
They have poisons that create a heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just another
and like the same exact thing happened to Michael Jackson. It was once Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was such a popping artist that he came to the point where he was able to own 50% of Sony. And then once he had rights to 50% of Sony, out of nowhere, he then overdoses on drugs. You feel what I'm saying? That's just really not adding up at all whatsoever. They can whoever the owner was or whoever the elites were when it came to that label, they were like, nah, we're not gonna let this one man have 50% of what this whole entire label is making. Took that dude out. It's crazy.
Incident of a star that's trying to break free, but the top players will not let that happen. Like, remember what happened to Martin Lawrence? Back in 1996, he was arrested after being found wandering the streets of LA while holding a gun and screaming, "They're trying to kill me." According to one witness at the time, Martin also yelled, "Fight, don't give up, fight the power," as he was being taken to the hospital. Guess what? After that incident, tabloids reported that Martin was not taking his medication and just pinned the whole situation on him being crazy. Again, in August 1999, Martin slipped into a coma after he supposedly collapsed while jogging in hot weather. And Kanye West, who was actually exposed how people in Hollywood get controlled and eliminated once they break free.
You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
Like, he was even bold enough to mention a few people who have been unable to break free.
They can't control them. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James.
Wow.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce. But not you, man. But they can't control me. You see no name I won't name. It's up.
Surprisingly,
It's up.
something similar to what happened to Martin Lawrence
It's up.
also happened to Kanye West in 2016. He had some sort of episode, and before his doctor Harley Pasternak even got to him, he called 911. Like he knew exactly what was happening.
I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone to request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics, you can bring both. Yes, I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized, so I went just to the police by itself.
According to Kanye, when he started exposing the control in Hollywood, Harley Pasternak texted Kanye and threatened he would institutionalize him again and send him back to Zombieland. You know who certainly does not believe that people in Hollywood and
What? Second option I have. First, I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but don't use cuss words, and everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in the tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to Zombieland forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same.
and send him back to Zombieland. You know who certainly does not
So they gonna put him on a bunch of drugs, basically. They go sedate him, opioids and things of that nature.
believe that people in Hollywood just get medical emergencies? Yep, Dave Chappelle. Back when Martin Lawrence had his episode, Dave said that there was no way that his good friend just had an episode for no good reason.
So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill him? Yeah. What's going on?
According to Dave Chappelle, something was clearly happening in Hollywood, and it had a lot to do with people being taken out after trying to break free from the machine. In 2005, Dave himself left the production of season 3 of Chappelle Show and took a trip to South Africa. And soon after, there were also claims about him being mentally unstable and on drugs. Basically, they were also trying to make it look like Dave was going insane when he tried to break free. However, Dave repeatedly denied those claims.
They literally made those claims about Martin Lawrence. They make those claims about Kanye. And now they're making the claims about Dave Chappelle. They're just gonna make the claims about anyone that ever speaks out.
And said that at the time, I'm not crazy. I'm not smoking crack. I'm definitely stressed out. These were things that overwhelmed me, but not in the way that people are saying. Around the same time, Dave Chappelle also walked away from a $50 million deal, but he also told Oprah that it wasn't about the money.
Well, I wasn't walking away from the money.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the circumstances that were coming with the newfound plateau.
He actually told Oprah that he knew exactly what happened to stars once they got to a certain level and looked like they were about to break free.
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to kill me.
I could literally go on and on with more than
facts.
a dozen examples of people who have been, let's say, unalived after they tried to break free. And the situation has not been that different from what's happening to Jamie Foxx. And if you've been following Jamie closely, you definitely know that he is a guy that has been trying to break free, and things just haven't seemed to work out. For instance, Jamie announced he would direct his first movie, All-Star Weekend, and by 2020, the movie was already in post-production. But in August of 2022, it was reported that All-Star Weekend was indefinitely shelved. Apparently, it was because of casting issues, but that obviously didn't make sense because the film was already in post-production. Also, just look at the amount of drama he had with his last project just before he was hospitalized. So a couple of weeks before Jamie was hospitalized, there was a bit of drama on the set of Back in Action when an employee.
Yeah, it sounds like it's time for Jamie to go in their world. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, they done did their due diligence, they go ahead and eliminate their ass, and then they put the next person in power. Now who the next person gonna be, I don't know. We just know that Jamie went missing and got sick and all this shit for no reason. Just like Martin when he got sick and all that shit. See, the thing is though, people could survive the shit and then just don't be a part of it no more. But they can't do nothing. They can't really, you know, be in the spotlight no more type shit. You know, but it's either that or they gotta go. You feel me? You know, it's a lot of people that, you know, you be like, they passed away? You be like, nah. I'm like, yeah, but they did, but they didn't, but they did, but they did. Like, some of these people just still alive. They invisible, meaning that they blending in basically on some like disguise type shit. I don't know how to explain it. Some of them really did go, some of them did. That's one thing for sure. Which ones is which, I don't know. That's for you to decide. But this been TiggPolitics, and you know how to do everything else. Description, go to the description, show all the love you want.